So before we begin, I want to let you know about this video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my miscarriage story. And also, I'm not a doctor or a professional medical expert, just sharing my personal story in hopes because it might help someone else who less alone. If you're not in the right place right now to listen about this story, please feel free to skip this video. It's completely okay. So let's dive into it. So I've been thinking about this for a few days, couple days before, because I really want to share this story, my experiences. I was looking up on the internet at the moment. I know I had miscarriage in my body, but I couldn't find any information of who really had this difficult time on YouTube channel, especially in Japanese. So that's why now I'm speaking in English, but I will add subtitle in Japanese too. And then I really want to share this story to someone who has a very similar situation, who are living in Japan, speaking English, or live in Japan and Japanese woman. Because this miscarriage story is very sad, but if you are sharing your emotion together, then you will feel more, a bit more comfortable. So that's why. So this is not only for you, for me too. So this channel is mainly teaching English, how to learn English, how to speak English fluently. So that's why I was worried about, is it okay to talk in this miscarriage story in this channel or not? But I really want to use my experience to use this platform and share it to all over the world who are suffering of these difficult situations. First of all, I went through difficult divorce. So that time was very painful for me. But slowly I began to focus on creating my own life again with shining hopes and miracles. So that's why I'm taking step forward actually to get a new family again. Because everyone has light to start new life anytime you want, right? So I don't want to be stuck with these painful experiences, but I really want to change this experience to the energy to take step forward. So that's why I carefully choose to start my new life again. Eventually, I met someone, a stranger, and allow myself to open a new door to build up relationship again. And we didn't plan to meet. It just happened. So my partner turned me very kindly and then treat me as a part of himself. And then we're very good hobbies together to enjoy English and then enjoy music together. So that's why I feel that I can build up new relationship with him again. And then, but of course, I was very careful about it. I have a son too. So we're going to be a step family, but by slowly we build up together for relationship, a love, and then somehow friendship. So right now I spend really happy time together with him. So now we are having very good time together. And after many conversations, then we decided to take step forward to having a baby. But that is not the easy way to do because I'm over 35 years old. So that's why I got a higher risk of pregnancy. So I knew about this information. That's why I was very carefully to check up the information on the internet. And I saw a doctor many times and then checked my bodies and then did many things for myself too. And then I saw an OV doctor and he said, I have something small on my uterus. So that might cause something disease, but still I could be pregnant. So that's why we take step forward into it. in early spring, I noticed that my period was a few days late, so that's why I took a test at home, not expecting anything. But there was a double line here. So I was really, really happy, but also shocked because I'm not expected about it. And then I couldn't believe that I checked again for the next day too. Then I finally found this double line here. So that's why I saw a doctor again, of a OB doctor, and then I checked out my body. Then we realized that in my body there is a very tiny, small life on it. The moment was full of hope. So a week later, I went to the doctor again, and then he confirmed I was pregnant. Then I saw on the screen together, and definitely there is very tiny pumping up, heart beating. So I was so happy and glad because since 10 years I didn't get any pregnant. I had a difficult situation with the partners, the relationships. So that's why that time was hopeless. But now I got over it, and then I got a new life, a tiny new life in my body. So that was so happy moment. And also at the first pregnancy, at the moment I was more terrified than happiness because that was totally my first time pregnancy. So but for now, it was the second time that I totally feel like it's a miracle. So I thank to God many times, like I shocked but happy. The OB doctor asked me to come back 2 weeks later. So at the moment, I feel like I was so happy, and I stopped drinking, and I stopped walking a long time, and then I adjust my walking schedule as well. And also, I feel my body more, like I couldn't believe that every morning I touched my tummy gently, and then I realized that, oh, there is a new life on my body. Then there's a heart beating. Is it sure? Is it real? Like every day I was full of happiness, and at the moment was so beautiful, beautiful time. And I was wearing black or neutral color clothing before, but I started to enjoy my clothing again, like a colorful clothes, a flower pattern, or something like that. Then I changed my hairstyle like that. I really enjoyed pregnancy mama style, and I was so happy. And also, our son is so happy to hear this news. But I said it's not stable. So the baby is very tiny. We don't know what happened next. But one day I realized that I didn't feel morning sickness because usually I smell that very strong meat or some meat barbecue, kind of like the smell. I feel very bad, and then I feel more sleepy. It's because like a morning sickness. But one day I realized that, oh, today I didn't feel like that. And then also I feel very tiny pain on my uterus. So I don't know if it's something happened on my body, then I need to check out OB again. But my medical checkup day is 2 weeks later. So I was just like, it's stretching my body like for baby's room. So I was staying at home, chilling and relaxing, and then taking care of my body more. I went to see a doctor again 2 weeks later. Then I sat down on a chair, and then the doctor checked my tummy. On the screen, I saw a baby like it's more bigger than before. Then it's like, oh, baby is growing up. So I relieved. Then he asked me something like questions like, do you have any bleeding or spotting? But I said, no, nothing happened. But he said that he couldn't see heartbeat anymore. At the moment, I was so shocked. Then I said, what what happened? Please check it again. But he said he checked again for the monitor about 5 minutes or so. Then he couldn't see any heart beating, and also I couldn't see any like pumping up somehow or the light or something. So this is my really first experience of it, because the 10 years ago I didn't have any miscarriage experiences. So I was so terrified and confusing and upset. I was crying a lot at the room. Doctor said something, but I couldn't listen anything. The nurse handed out tissue and I cried. Then doctor said, you need to do surgery because your baby and then the other things are getting bigger. So it's really painful if you're waiting and naturally comes out. So you need to do surgery first. And then the 5 days later, he could do the surgery. But at the moment, I couldn't believe that, my heart is not following up. So I was just crying, but I need to go to the another room, and then I passed through the meeting reception room, and there are so many pregnant women sitting on there with the big tummy. Then I was so shocked. Then the nurse explained to me that about the surgery, DNC, and then she said, if something happened, that the heart beating come again. So it's better to not drinking again for 5 days or so. Then if you have any spotting the bleeding, please call them immediately. So I believe that I came back home, and I believe if miracle happened, the heartbeat come again, But I cried again on the whole day that day. For the next day, I saw a different doctor for a second opinion because I don't want to believe that. But the other doctor said the same thing, like he couldn't totally, see heart beating. So it's the right decision to do the surgery. It will be very painful waiting for 1 week or 2 weeks later. So, and he also shared about his family story. His wife also miscarried twice, and then he did a medical checkup, but there is no reason. So this is because not your fault, no mother's fault. It's a gene problem of the baby. But I couldn't stop blaming myself, like I should talk to the baby more, like what should I do? Like I shouldn't do, like, I was blaming myself many times. At the moment, still, I have a very tiny baby, which is not heart beating inside of my body, and spend with him or her for 5 days. But I write it down, journaling on my notebook every day. And then I write down many things of it, because there is so many beautiful moments. Like I was having babies, so that's so tiny, beautiful miracle, and it's so miracle, right? So, and at the moment, very very few moments, but only 3 months, I was really happy, spent with my tiny baby. So I gently say bye to my tiny baby day by day, and then unfortunately I feel a different feeling somehow in my guts. Before that, when the baby started beating, it's like more something life is in my body like that. But after baby stopped heart beating, like it's like same feeling of on my period. And the OB doctor also said it's not a baby anymore. It's something on it. So your body recognize it to comes out naturally. as as a period. So I was shocked at words because this is a baby. This is not something different. But I feel that giving birth is a miracle. Each life is very miracle things. So for me and for my son and for all people living now are so powerful existence. I organize my thoughts to the writing down the notebook, and then gently I accept. In Japan, the pregnant woman had this on their bags, but I was so sad that I couldn't put this mark anymore on my bags. But the doctor said it's very important to do, I don't like these words, but cleaning up your wounds. Then the body need to get ready for the next pregnancy. So I choose to the future and the hope future to take step forward again. Then I went to the hospital and then stayed 1 night, 2 days to take surgery DNC. But at the moment, I was so terrified about to do anesthesia on my body. So that was so tough moment for me. I need to go to the surgery operation room alone, not with family. And one nurse says to me that she also miscarried, but after that she changed her mindset, and then she said, I really want to have a healthy baby. Then I really want to do that. Then I show my willing to the cause. Then after that, she gave birth for 3 children. So on that day, I was full of sorrow and I cried again. I was just a moment I was okay, but the next moment I was so sad. My feeling is very up and down, but that's a natural things because the life things. After I got anesthesia through the injection, and then I sleep for 1 hour, 2 hours, I don't know. But after 30 minutes, the surgery done. Then everything done. Then I feel that weird, like I feel empty on my tummy, warmth. Then I realized that woman's body naturally get ready for the next pregnancy no matter what my mind is not following. So that is very spiritual thing, right? Because I realize, I feel that truly the woman's body is a beautiful path of life. So all of life come to woman's body and goes through it to comes out for the earth. So for the next time, if I have a chance to have pregnant, I really want to be a beautiful path for my baby. And after my surgery, I have the happiest moment because I asked the OB doctor if it's possible to see as my baby after it came out. And she said, of course. And then she prepared the water in something hormone water in a bag, and then she showed it to me. And then it was like the beautiful moment I ever had. I couldn't see baby, but I saw something very fluffy things in the water, and that is a bed for a baby. Then I was so surprised that my body created this somehow. How? This is so universe. This is so spiritual. Then it's so blessed experiences for me. And I was so relieved that I could my body creates something for the baby, and then baby can sleep down on a very beautiful, fluffy bed inside of my body. So that was a beautiful experience. I was terrified that after I saw this, maybe I couldn't eat some meat or something, but now I'm totally okay. So through this experience, I realized that I totally like having a baby is a totally miracle. And then if someone who watches this video is suffering for miscarriage, that's okay. You are not alone. I'm here. And many women didn't tell anything, but they had experience about miscarriage. But opening up the miscarriage story is very hard and tough, right? Even I had once of miscarriage, but there are so many times, like 6 times, 7 times. But after that, they have a beautiful pregnant time, and then they gave birth. So watching that miracle story on YouTube is very, hearing my experience. And also at the night before a surgery, I looked up many times of internet information about miscarriage, but there is not so many Japanese YouTube video like someone who really experienced. There is like OB doctors showed what if like miscarriage happened like for the next pregnancy, blah blah like, but if I have someone Japanese who have experience about a miscarriage and if we're talking it on the video, I will be very encouraged from her. So that's why I decided to share on this video in front of you. I know this is not only for someone else. This is for me to organize my thoughts, put my thoughts into the words, and then I really want to know what to do for next steps. And then I want to feel this experience is very peaceful and then very important. I thank to God to give me this experience, and then I use this platform to share it to all over the world. And then if this video helps to the other woman, that would be very happy for me. And then can I share my items for the next pregnant? So this is a napkin by organic cotton. It makes your body warmer than the chemical napkin. So I choose to use this one. And also I'm taking medicine after the surgery for a few days. And then it also helps me a lot for set up my body comfortable. This is essential oil from Egypt, and then this aroma make my mindset settle down, and I didn't do the overthinking a lot, so it helped me a lot. And also I write down journaling every day, and then I put my thoughts, everything on it. What is the happiest moment with the baby, and then what happened to my bodies on that date. And then when I see an OB doctor, I just look it up, this journaling note, and then tell my situation to the OB doctor very properly. So that's why it helps me a lot. And then finally, having baby is a miracle. Then after I took surgery, there are so many pregnant women again on the meeting room, reception room. I was really happy to see the very healthy, beautiful pregnant women. And I wish they can give birth smoothly. Thank you for watching this video. I don't know it helps you or not, but anyway, thank you. Bye. 日本語でも少し補足させてください。今回のお話は私の個人的な経験を話したもので、医療従事者でもなければお医者さんでもないので、私に起きたことが全ての人に該当するとは限りません。必ず専門家の意見を参考にするようにしてください。ただどうして私がこのビデオをシェアすることにしたかというと、英語でもお話ししたように、私が手術をする前夜にインターネットでたくさん情報を探してたんですけども、実際に流産をしたり渓流流産を経験したその本人のシェアの話っていうのが全然 見つからなかったので、産婦人科医の方の解説とかは YouTube で見つかったんですけども、流産の経験を日本語でなかなか見つけられませんでした。ですが、英語で検索すると、海外の方はその自分の経験をシェアして、他の人の痛みに寄り添うようなビデオをアップしていたり、妊婦さんの幸せな妊娠期間の動画っていうのも、流産した人がそれを見て、次はこういう風になれたらいいなっていう、癒されるっていう風に言っている人もたくさんいて、で私もそういった幸せな妊婦さんの姿を見ることで、次はこういう風になれたらいいなって心から思えるようになったので、その経験をシェアしたいと思ってこの動画を撮影しました。実際気持ちの整理がつくまでに結構時間がかかったし、もっとかかる方もいると思います。私は1回の経験なので、いろいろ調べてみるともう10回とかそういう経験をしている方もいらっしゃるし、なかなか授からないっていう方もいらっしゃるし、そういった中で妊婦さんの動画を見るのは辛いっていう方もいるかなと思います。ただ私はそういう流産をしたその本人の経験談っていうのをすごく見たかったので、それを撮影している人がいたことにとても感謝しました。でこのノートを使ってその時の気持ちの心境とかその悲しかった気持ちとかを全部このノートに受け止めてもらったことで、私の場合はかなり気持ちが前向きに回復したので、その悲しさを無理やり乗り越えるためにこのノートを書いていたっていうわけではなくて、自分の現状をしっかりと自分で受け止めてあげるっていうことが本当に体のストレスの軽減にもなったなと思いました。なので私の経験からこの動画をシェアするということに決めました。いろんなご意見があると思いますけれども、もう動画の目的としては同じような経験をしている方の少しでも励みになればという思いが一番です。また私自身の考えの整理という目的も大いにありますので、それにお付き合いいただいてありがとうございました。ではまた次は楽しいお話でお会いしたいと思います。バイバイ。せーの、パチン。